We hit goal. We hit goal. I just got back from Alabama. Or I could totally regret it and sink my business into the ground. You know, you never know. Good morning. Welcome back to another week in my business. It is Monday morning and I just spent a good amount of time cleaning up my kitchen because it was a nightmare. It still needs a little work, needs a little love, but it was not looking good. So that was an important part of my day and an important way to start the week. It's been kind of a chaotic, honestly, month and a half. I've been traveling a lot all over the country to some random locations. I was just in Alabama last week, Tuscaloosa and Birmingham, which was, you know what, so much fun. I never thought that I would want to go to the Deep South. I love it. Anyway, then I went to my hometown to do a speaking gig, and it was honestly so heartwarming. It was one of the best. It was the best speaking gig, the best conference I've been to in a really long time. It was through Startup Zoo. I've been friends with the founder of that for years and years. And it was just a really cool opportunity. I did a speech that I've given before. I actually just uploaded it here on my channel if you want to watch the original version of it, just kind of about authentic storytelling and finding your human voice. And so yeah, it was good, but I'm so excited to just have a week at home, cleaning up. I got to still unpack my suitcase, just getting myself back in order. And I'm going to start the day with a little bit of self-care. I think cleaning was a little bit of self-care. I also need to call in a prescription for an eye drop, which when we say self-care, we often think about ooh, let's run a bubble bath. Let's treat myself to, a fancy coffee, or let's go out with friends. And that is self-care for sure. But I think it's also important that we don't forget about the things like doing a nice deep clean of our kitchen, calling in our prescriptions, scheduling those doctor's appointments. I need to do that too, actually. I need to schedule a doctor's appointment and a dentist appointment. And I'm also working on my little gratitude journal. I just got this. It's brand new. I figure let's start it on a Monday, fresh slate. And I feel like I've been going through a lot this whole year, honestly. And I was like, you know what? There's so much that I have to be grateful for, even when times are a little bit tough. And so I want to start forcing myself to do this journal. It's cool. It has a morning and night slot. So you're supposed to obviously do it morning and night. And just simple. Today, I look forward to 1, 2, 3. Evening, today I'm grateful for 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, make some phone calls, make some appointments, and then we're going to get to work and I'll update you on all the things that are happening in my freelance life. Guys, I'm about to make something that I have not had in years prior to the past couple weeks, which is a grilled cheese. As you probably know, if you watch the vlogs regularly, I'm vegan and gluten-free. And vegan cheese is just not good. I'm just gonna be honest. I have not found, up until this point, a vegan cheese that is good. Plus, let's be honest, vegan grilled cheeses don't have much nutritional value because the vegan cheeses are basically just coconut oil. But I found one that tastes good. So it still is not giving much nutritional value, but it does taste very good. This bread changed my life. Don't mind my nails. Gluten-free and vegan. It is so fluffy and soft. And then we're just gonna use my Miyoka's butter. And I put this little sun-dried tomato sauce on the inside. So I got an email sent out this morning, an email to my email list. Then a bunch of one-to-one emails answered, sent out. I had a meeting, a coaching call at 4, which was really nice. Every time I get on a coaching call, I'm I remember why I do this, It's so great to be doing one-on-one again. But I wasn't feeling good. So I took a hour-long nap before my coaching call. So that's kind of why I haven't been vlogging much, but I've been getting a lot done. I got some emails sent out. I just got an a video edited and exported and sent over to the brand for approval because it's a sponsored video. What else have I been doing? Oh, I got a lead from the speaking event in Kalamazoo, which I was not expecting at all. I don't know. I don't really go into speaking gigs expecting much, to be honest, which that's something we're going to have to talk about down the road, maybe when we talk about 2025 strategy or something, because it's just honestly, I just haven't seen the ROI for speaking. I do it because I love it. But this one, I feel completely different. And I think it's because it was in a smaller town and it was just good vibes. It was the right audience. So even though it wasn't a big, huge stage like social media marketing world, it may actually be a more aligned stage for my business. So anyway, I got a lead. So I was emailing with them, scheduling a call with them. This is the most disappointing grilled cheese. I was like hyping it up to you guys and it turned out really not my finest work. Let's just say that. Not bad. It's gonna do. It's gonna do the job. But I've done better. Good morning. It's Tuesday and I'm getting ready for my first call of the day at 11 a.m. with a student, a course student. As part of the super early bird bonus for SMMA, I gave out coaching calls. And I'm kind of surprised. I think usually people schedule them for like after classes in session, but this guy scheduled it before. So I don't know what to expect. We've never met. But it should be a nice call. And just in case you're curious or you haven't heard the news, SMMA, the Social Media Management Accelerator, is now enrolling. I'll leave the link down below, latashjames.com/SMMA. And yeah, it's my group course all about social media management. I'll tell you more, or you can learn more on the landing page, but I've got 2 minutes, so let me get ready for this call. And I got ready because I have calls all day long today. I actually was supposed to have a call at noon, but luckily it was one of those times where I was like, thank you for rescheduling. They rescheduled. So now I have a 90-minute block in between my next call. And I think I'm going to try to record a quick podcast, just kind of a casual, lighthearted podcast in between then. But then I've got calls 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and 2:30 p.m. So it's going to be kind of a long day. I've got my water. Let's get it. Hello. I think you're on mute. Okay, forgot to change my camera lens. I just recorded a podcast, so we're getting a little cinematic for a vlog clip here, but I've got 4 minutes before my 3-call stretch starts. So I'm making a cup of coffee. I'm sure you can hear that, and trying to not have a mental breakdown. I am going through something that I think a lot of content creators can identify with, which is the sponsor that is just not aligning and is not happy with anything you do. This is not Metricool. I just want to say that. Metricool are beautiful, wonderful angels. It is the best tool ever, and they're such a pleasure to work with. As are most of the brands I work with, but I'm just dealing with an issue where it's just like everything I say is getting critiqued, and I've had to reshoot multiple pieces of content, and it's just like, it's at a certain point, it takes a toll on your self-esteem when they're like, be natural, but also do everything we're telling you to say, you know? So just trying to just leave that. We'll deal with that when we deal with that. But right now, I got to get on some calls. So I've got a coaching call. This is my last coaching call with a client that I've been working with for the past 2 months or so. Then I've got another SMMA coaching call. Just a quick 30-minute. The first one went really well. It got me really excited, and he actually gave me some really good feedback for things that I'm going to like add to the course before it officially starts. And then after that second SMMA coaching call, I've got a call with a potential collaborator that I may be working on. That's a pretty long brainstorming call. My day should end around 4. So I'm not gonna have any breaks. No bathroom breaks, no drink breaks, no nothing. So got my coffee ready, and let's go upstairs and do this. I got new bar stools, by the way. Ooh, cute. Yay. All right, let's go. Hola. How are you? Yeah, I have been traveling a lot. I've been all over the place. I just got back from Alabama. Okay, workday finally done. I just got off a really inspiring call. Actually, I got off of it an hour and a half ago. But I met with my co-producer and director of the documentary that I'm working on. excited to share that is a project that is actually happening. It's actually happening because I have accountability, because somebody is working on it with me. If it was just my thing, it would be a special interest that I had for a couple months and then it would disappear. But yeah, I'm working with a friend, a client, former client of mine who is very good at filmmaking. He's made a lot of documentaries as well as other types of movies and also marketing content. And we're producing a documentary together about freelancing. We'd had meetings before. He actually came out to Ann Arbor a while ago. I filmed some clips and never posted the vlog actually. So maybe I'll roll some of them. Not sure. Getting some behind the scenes. Good morning, happy Sunday. We're out here at one of my favorite trails in Ann Arbor. And we are shooting a little video. I actually, this is Jose's project, so I don't know exactly what we're shooting. I do, but it'll be fun. All the way from Minnesota. Hello.
Hello.
Our wolf documentary is a good way to, get in.
But you know what's funny? When I was little, now that we're talking about it.
Yeah. We found a tree that we like, so we're trying to figure out how to frame it so we get it in the shot. These are filmmaker things, right? You get inspired by an animal, a piece of nature, an action, and then you just figure out how you can weave it into the story. And that's it. So that's what we're doing. Okay, I did a quick outfit change and now we are going to head downtown to just get some B-roll and stuff like that. So I'm changing my shoes as well. I always keep this stuff in my gym bag. I'm gonna use a makeup remover to clean myself. Don't mind. It's a little hard because I'm wearing a bodysuit. Deodorant. Good as new. My eye doctor told me to never use these for your eyes, so I just use them as body wipes in my gym bag. I don't know if we should use it for that either, but we're gonna get Jose. What's that? I'm recording right now. Okay, you're not even in it though. I just decided to. That's so cool. Thank you. It's just like a tote bag. But yeah, he came to Michigan to talk and to get some footage of me for some other stuff. But this was our first on the calendar recurring meeting. And so we just kind of got the initial stuff out of the way. I am working on the casting side of things. So I put together a Google form. I really want to hear from you if you feel that freelancing has given you freedom of some kind, financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom, creative freedom. I want to hear your stories. And we're starting there. We're going to do some video interviews with kind of the first batch and then see how it goes and fly out and film some on-site interviews for, a handful of people. So really excited to do that. And yeah, I posted this on Instagram, but I'll say it again here that I want to hear from people of all types. You don't have to be a social media manager. You don't have to be making six figures. You don't have to be, anything. I want to hear from everybody in all of our unique, diverse stories. So I'm really excited to have a project that I'm just excited about. It's a little scary because this is my first self-funded project. Him and I are funding it ourselves as of now. And, it's time taken away from potential money-making opportunities. But at the same time, I feel like I need it. I need that creativity. And I also know that it will result in financial reward long-term. I'm confident in that. But yeah, it's a little bit scary. And it's also a privilege, that I've worked so hard for the past few years that I am able to self-fund a project like this. I feel like I'm stepping into the next era, of my life, my creative career, I guess, where I feel like I can confidently say I am not just a YouTube content creator or whatever, but I'm really making things. I'm really creating things. I started writing again too. I have a column now that's going to be featured in Freelancer magazine, which is very exciting. So if you subscribe to that, you'll see my column in the October issue. And if you don't subscribe, you should. I'll share it whenever it's out. I'm sure I'll vlog and share it. But yeah, it's a column all about content creation. So yeah, I feel like I'm entering like the next phase of my career where it's a little bit scary. Like it's financially a little scary. Like, you know, I'm not getting rich off of this column and self-funding a documentary, but at the same time, I think I'm gonna be happy I did it, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever. We'll see. Or I could totally regret it and sink my business into the ground. You know, you never know. But anyway, I am going to take my garbage out. I'm gonna take a little shower and I'm gonna eat some food. I ordered food, drunken noodles and spring rolls or fresh rolls. I wasn't gonna order, but it was done for me, let's just say. So that's what I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna get cozy because it is the presidential debate tonight, which in my world is like the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna get cozy. I'm gonna get some snacks. I'm gonna probably have an apple for my dessert, and just get cozy and watch debate content because that sounds fun. So I will talk to you all tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. Top of the morning to you. We're eating an apple and sunflower butter. We've got our coffee. It's the morning after the debate, so I'm a little tired. I stayed up late scrolling and all the things, but this morning I'm just going to reviewing a little video edit that I made, or a video that I recorded yesterday. We'll edit that today at some point. I gotta run some errands though, first and foremost. I wanna get them out of the way for the suburban moms and children come out to play. So gonna run some errands after eating, and then I'll come back and edit. That's pretty much my day today. I've got no meetings on the calendar today, which is very, very exciting. Sorry, it's so weird. The steering wheel is literally right in front of my mouth, so it looks like I'm not talking. Hi. Enough work for now. I am off to, well, do more work, just personal work. I'm off to run to Goodwill, drop some donations off. I've got 4 huge bags. I don't know why. Some girls look cute with like a ponytail hat situation. I feel I do not. Yeah, I'm gonna run to Goodwill, and then I think I'm gonna run to Target to get some school supplies since SMMA is starting soon, and just a couple of little groceries. Okay, do you want eyes or mouth? Eyes or mouth? I know I've showed my stuffed peppers in a vlog, but I've been doing them differently from the first time I showed you, because one of you recommended I put quinoa in them instead of rice, and it was like such a genius suggestion because it's just so good. So like I said, I can't remember if I've showed this recipe before or not, but I'll do a very quick condensed dinner time recipe. So I'm just cutting the tops off the peppers, and then I like rinse the seeds out as well. I don't know if they're bad for you, probably not, but I rinse them out. And I made some quinoa in my rice cooker, which is really easy to do. I got a new rice cooker a few months ago, several months ago now, but it's by NutriBullet. I really like it. And then I'm gonna pop these into the oven for a little bit just to like get some of the water out, I think is the purpose of doing that, and make them a little bit firmer so that they can kind of stand up a little better for the filling. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna saute my black beans, my refried black beans, some tomato sauce, my quinoa, and then I like to add baby kale as well, and onion. Gonna dice up an onion. So we're gonna do all that, and I put taco seasoning to give it some flavor. I like this kind by Siete. So let's get her done. Pilates, getting my Pilates uniform on. Here's a little tip for you if you struggle with life in general. Get a uniform. This is pretty much what I wear to Pilates like every single day. So I don't need to overthink it. I don't need to think about matching. This is just what I do. Well, not every single day. I don't go to Pilates every day, but you know what I'm saying. I have been late lately to class, so I am running out the door. Not much of an intro for the vlog today. And it's gonna be a busy day. I've got a bunch of personal stuff to do, house stuff to do. I want to clean up a little bit, need to do my hair after Pilates, and then I've got to get my podcast ready, and some course stuff. I just closed the doors to my course, or not closed the doors, I raised the price. Early bird is over. So I did that this morning, spent a little bit of time reviewing sales. We hit goal just with the early birds. So that's exciting. I did have a stretch goal that just does not seem very realistic, but I hit goal for the year for SMMA, which is amazing. So thank you to all the SMMA students. Let's go to Pilates. I can't keep talking. Let's talk in the car or something. So Pilates almost killed me. It was really hard. I did basically a full session on the mat for the first time. I usually we usually start on the reformer and then we go over to the mat for like a little bit, like some ab exercises, but we did full mat this time, which I really liked actually, but I kind of woke up like my stomach was like not 100%. I think it was because I ate those stuffed green peppers, which are like, veggies can be a little irritating on the stomach, you know, right before bed. But so yeah, Pilates almost killed me, and then a police officer almost killed me. I'm like driving to Staples to drop off a return, and then I'm gonna go have lunch next door at Seva, one of my favorite vegetarian restaurants in Detroit and Ann Arbor. And I was making a left-hand turn, and just out of I had the green arrow, and it's probably partially my fault because my music was probably up a little loud, but a police officer just came like almost barreling into me, like T-boning me. Luckily, he slammed on his brakes, but it was really scary. Like, I don't know. I guess like I said, I probably should have maybe heard him coming. So it's probably partially my fault, but it was like gave me a little pitter patter in my heart. So I'm going to go treat myself to lunch after making this return and then head home and get some work done. There are always a couple of people who miss the early bird by like an hour or so and send emails saying that they missed it. And so that's just something that I've learned over the years, is to make sure to check my email a lot the day after, you know, doors close or anything like that. So I am getting some coupon codes out to them and just like doing a little bit of customer service. Obviously just wash my hair. Last time I blow dried my hair, I got really busy and I ended up letting my hair basically air dry. And it turned out so nice, so soft. My blowout lasted so long. So I think I'm going to try that again and just do a little bit of work and let my hair air dry a little bit. I don't know if it was just a coincidence. I also used a new shampoo, but we're going to do that. And yeah, just do some customer service emails. And then my podcast for tomorrow just needs like the B-roll and the titles added. So I'm going to see how much of that I can get done as well before straightening my hair. And then I've got therapy. Boy, do I need it today. I've been looking forward to this therapy session all week, but for now, let's get these customers taken care of. It's the following week and I just want to close out the vlog. This week so far has been kicking my behind, so I'm gonna have to share an update on how I manage a million projects because that's where I'm at right now. But that'll come soon. Really quick, some updates. SMMA doors are closing, so if you are a social media manager or aspiring social media manager and you want to join this cohort, you've got just a couple days left, so I'm going to leave the link down below if you want to sign up for that. And then I got my branding for my new podcast. I think I mentioned a couple of vlogs ago that I'm going to be putting the what's new in social type videos over onto a separate audio feed. They're still going to exist on YouTube, but they won't be a part of Freelance Friday anymore. And so I worked with a designer named Simply Sophie Designs, or that's what her business is called. And I think she did just such an amazing job. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of the branding. And yeah, you can also subscribe to the podcast feed now. I'll be sure to update you, obviously, just stay tuned for future videos. but it will have its own separate podcast feed. So if you just want the newsy data type of episodes, be sure to find me over there. It's exciting to like start something new. I'm a little nervous, a little freaked out. I'm like, am I in too deep? But you know, we're here, and a new brand is always good motivation, I guess. So thank you so much for watching. As always, the vlog viewers, you are the real ones, and I think you know that. So let's have a little hug. Let's have a little virtual kiss, you know. Thank you for being, I don't know. I'm feeling a little delirious because it's 3 p.m. and I haven't eaten yet. So sorry about that weird moment, but thank you so much for being here. If you, for some reason, aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. And also, I'd love if you let me know what you're doing. Let me know your favorite emoji. Let me know what you're having for lunch. Let me know your favorite part of the vlog, anything you want to share. I always love hearing from you in these videos in particular. So thanks so much for being here, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.